Hello there, and welcome to the NASCAR Cup Series race here from Atlanta, the Folds on Quick Trip 500, the second race of our 200 subscriber special off-season season, if that makes any sense. Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace start in the front row as we are now underway here at Atlanta. Blaney jumps ahead and gets clear of Bubba Wallace. Then Chase Elliott is third. Bowman and Larson fight for fourth. Truex back there, 6th and 7th. As this pack roars around this Atlanta Super Speedway, you see Ricky Stenhouse made a save there on the inside lane. Whoa, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson way down the racetrack. What a save by Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, narrowly avoiding disaster here in Atlanta. As now you see Ryan Blaney all the way at the top, running away with the lead at the moment. So they're 3-4 wide heading to turn one. That's not going to work, boys. Reddick, Larson down the track. There's contact made up the track. They're going. They're crashing the big one at Atlanta. Tyler Reddick, Kyle's huge hit for Christopher Bell. Ross Chastain is in it. Bubba Wallace, Ty Dillon, Kofi. The whole field is in it. Just basically the list of drivers who are pretty much not involved in this at all would be easier. Guys like Ricky Stenhouse, Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, Kyle Busch, and Ryan Blaney are pretty much the only ones to get out of this unscathed. You see Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, they are 4 wide. He gets hooked. Almirola back there saves it from Cindric, and then Larson wipes off the track right into Chase Elliott. Right as Reddick goes up into Byron and Bowman. All of Hendrick Motorsports gets killed in that wreck. And right here the track is spot. Christopher Bell takes a huge lick into the outside wall. And Gregson, Custer, and Gibbs squeak by. Everyone else takes some big. Chris Buescher upside down on top of Denny Hamlin in the background. Oh my goodness. What a vicious crash to start out this race here in Atlanta. Larson gets hooked by Reddick right up the track, and he triggers a huge wreck there with Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Truex, Chastain. You're going to see everyone piling in. Real life championship playoff drivers getting destroyed. You see the whole back half of the field had nowhere to go and just ran right into this thing. Chase Briscoe looks like he did a somewhat decent job of slowing it down back there. So now we rewind it a little bit too much, and now we fast forward. See from this view of it, right there, Larson just gets turned. They were doing so good forward racing, and you could tell something was happening right there. From second place gets wiped out. That's the whole field. Maybe about 5. Christopher Bell was so close to escaping that. You can see he takes a huge hit. You see Daniel Suarez getting slammed hard in the back right there. See stuff, all the back markers piling in, nowhere for them to go. Now pretty much do it for a majority of the field. Take out over half of the field in the huge one here in Atlanta. Pretty much like a good cars, at least, or very close to at the most, 30 cars were involved in this crash. You see here the 17 Chris Buescher. He's right there. Oh, they're through. And oh, the 31 gets turned by the 11 and the 14. And Buescher gets turned upside down against his will right there. There's a hook job here at the back. Just destroys Chris Buescher. Poured up and over. Absolutely demolished. Now if we try to see what's left of the field towards the front, there's barely anybody left going. But the guys who are left going are fast. And that includes Ryan Blaney. As they move on to lap 7. It's Chase Elliott now leading, alongside the 4 of Kevin Harvick, battling intensely for position. Harvick and Elliott are lap cars. Your leaders are actually Ricky Stenhouse and Ty Gibbs. Everyone else is at least a lap down for right now, as you see Austin Cindric on the lead lap trying to gain, as well as Noah Gragson, Cole Custer, Kyle Busch. They're all trying to close in, get some positions. So yes, it is now Ty Gibbs versus Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for the lead at Atlanta in the Cup Series here. Something I never thought I'd be saying, but here it is here on lap 8. It is Ty Gibbs battling Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Both going for their first win. Of course, this season Stenhouse has already won 2 races in his career, looking for his 3rd, and Ty Gibbs still looking for that elusive first career win. So now we move on to lap 34. Coming to the last lap of stage 1 here, Ryan Blaney in the 12s going slow on the apron, and Blaney might be out of gas. I think Blaney is out of gas, and Blaney's going to bring it down pit road because he is out of fuel. Almirola goes by, and Eric Almirola will now take the race lead here in Atlanta as we get the yellow command ready to throw the yellow to end stage 1 here in Atlanta. There's Tyler Reddick, there's Kevin Harvick, there's Alex Bowman, Justin Haley. So, see everyone else coming out their scheduled pit stops. So pretty much Eric Almirola here is probably going to cruise to the stage 1 win, but not really cruise, barely on fuel. Looks like Eric Almirola is going to pit as well, coming to the yellow flag. Obviously, he's going to let a bunch of guys back in the lead up. The question is, Will he be the first one back to the line that's on the lead lap right now or not? Who is it going to be to win the stages? He's coming down pit road. He doesn't have enough fuel to make it the distance, so he's coming down regardless. I'm just trying to find anybody that would be remotely close to him, but I guess we'll give Eric Almirola the stage 1 win here in Atlanta as he crossed the line right there. We don't know how the rest of the results played out, so this is the best we got now. In stage 2 here on lap 41, Chase Briscoe has already crashed in the back. The 14 gets turned by what looks like Austin Cindric. Hooks Chase Briscoe, spins him right around, up track. The 14 keeps it off the wall. Very impressive doing so and not getting drilled by David Reagan. And so he stays in the race. It's a Meyer spin and no caution. NASCAR decides not to throw the yellow for that one. Very interesting decision for the officiating. Oh, no, they do. My apologies. NASCAR does throw the yellow. Says it'll be Noah Gregson, maybe Kyle Busch. Somebody's going to be scored in the lead here at the line. I believe they say Noah Gregson. There's a smoke ahead. You just see Bowman racing Bubba Wallace for position there. So now we move on to lap 46. Here, Eric Almirola leads alongside Ty Gibbs. Oh, Chase Elliott and Dave Reagan are going excruciating slow. That might cause a big accident here in turn 1. Everyone trying to get by without crashing. Pretty much the entire field managed to get by the 15 and the 9. Whoa, Harvick, Bowman, Dillon, Cindric. What a save back there. Those guys got 2 set incidents, and they both saved it from creating one big, just massive car and a massive pile up. See now with Austin Dillon here, he's trying to survive here with Austin Cindric. You see the 48 back here, still in the race, but I believe all the way down the line there's Cole Custer. Eric Almirola scored in the race lead. He's up there leading, but now Ryan Blaney is gunning for that race lead right now as Ty Gibbs tries to get back on the lead lap. Then Noah Gregson sitting right there in 3rd place, having a career day for him in that number 16 Chevrolet Camaro. So Blaney now gets by Gregson and Almirola and leads here on lap 48. Oh, and that crashing hard in the back. Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, and Daniel Suarez into the wall. What has happened here? Looks like the 14 of Chase Briscoe is going to hook Daniel Suarez heading into turn 1. And he spins and hits the 14 right up into Bowman. Nowhere to go. The 48 gets drilled, but a huge hit for the 99 of Daniel Suarez. Everyone else scattering, trying to avoid. Very lucky none of them clobber the 48 or the 99. But, of course, that'll pretty much be the end of the day for Bowman and Suarez. They were already damaged from the huge one that happened earlier. I mean, so was Chase Briscoe from a couple incidents. But he's able to somehow get away from this with the least amount of damage after being really the cause of it. They're hooking Daniel Suarez and then getting hit. And then boom, Suarez right into Bowman. You gotta hate it for Bowman. That's almost a scary concussion-like hit, like he suffered in real life. Almost the back end into the wall, and then the front end into the wall. We see everyone flying by here at the front of the field. It is Ryan Blaney who will lead the field back to the caution flag on lap 49. Now we move on to the restart on lap 53. It is Brad Keselowski Brad Keselowski's leading the field because he stayed out, and he's slow and damaged, and he's causing chaos here as Blaney's trying to go through the lead. So is Almirola. You got the lap cars of Gibbs, Cindric, and Austin Dillon trying to get back into the mix. And now Kyle Busch will go by Keselowski, so will Noah Gregson, two of the guys in the mix for the race win. So yeah, Brad, clearly that strategy did not work. That strategy did not work out for him, as he's going pretty agonizingly slow. Chase Elliott almost got turned by Cole Custer right there. So Ryan Blaney continues to lead this race here at Atlanta. Let's move on to lap 70. The last lap of stage 2. Ryan Blaney looks like he'll race back to the line here to take the green and white checkers to win stage 2. As Kyle Busch is in second. They've got Cindric one lap down there. And so a yellow command, throw the yellow, and then Ryan Blaney will come to the line, and Ryan Blaney will win. Ricky Stenhouse there, Austin Dillon, no stage points, but then Custer gets points, Gregson, Almirola, Kevin Harvick will be 7th, Ty Dillon 8th, and then Bubba Wallace 9th, Tyler Reddick 10th. So Ryan Blaney wins stage 2 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Now we get back here on lap 75. Here in this final stage of racing, it is Kyle Busch battling Ricky Stenhouse for the race lead. Stenhouse has the advantage for now, but Kyle Busch is right there on his bumper as Blaney's a bit trapped behind Former teammate Keselowski nearly wrecking back here. What a save right there. They almost took out Kevin Harvick in that incident. Everyone continuing to race really hard. Blaney goes 3 wide. Door checks Ty Dillon. Oh, smoke ahead. Something has gone awry. Chase Elliott may have been involved in the 9. And indeed, Chase Elliott was involved in an incident here. Oh, no. So what happened was, it looks like, oh wow, a big stack up here. I just catch it. Chase Briscoe's going slow. Todd Gillen hooks Chase Elliott, spins him through the infield, and then Todd Gillen wipes himself out into the outside wall, bringing out the yellow as they crash. And of course, there with Chase Elliott crashing very similar to his real life crash in the championship race in Phoenix off of the bumper of Ross Chastain. And so now Kyle Busch has gotten around Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for that coveted first place position and the race lead. And Kyle Busch leads the field back to the yellow flag. Now we cut all the way to 2 to go in this race. Kyle Busch leading but going very slow, because I believe he is saving fuel, as is the rest of the field. They barely have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race. They are trying their best. There you see Cole Custer is in 2nd, Ricky Stenhouse 3rd, Gregson is 4th, Rick is 5th, Ty Dillon is 6th, and Bubba Wallace is the last car on the lead lap in 7th. That's how sad of a race this has turned into. There's still little cars, you know, guys are dominating and pulling away, and then this now just going agonizingly slow because they got like no gas left in the tank. Kyle Busch will take the white flag. Final lap assisted by Credit One Bank. And possibly the most anticlimactic and slow way possible. He's about to win his first race of the season and put himself into the playoffs, joining Joe Gibbs Racing teammate Christopher Bell, who won the Daytona 500 in our last episode. So right now, looks like some good racing here. Kyle Busch is going to make his way through 3 and 4 for the final time after surviving a early wreck fest here in Atlanta. And through the final corner, he is going to have just enough left in the tank to coast to the line. And Kyle Busch wins at Atlanta, his first win of the season. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is going to get a very strong 2nd place runner-up finish here in Atlanta. Cole Custer 3rd, but Kyle Busch, your winner at the end of the day here in Atlanta. Joe Gibbs Racing is now 2 for 2 so far this season, with Christopher Bell at Daytona and Kyle Busch at Atlanta winning back-to-back super speedway races to start the season. Our next race will be at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway to kick off our West Coast swing of multiple races. So there we go. Kyle Busch, your winner. Now we view the standings. Kyle Busch, Christopher Bell in with wins. Ty Dillon 27 points above the cut line. Bubba Wallace 22 to the good. Gregson 21 to the good. Almirola 20. Austin Dillon, Cole Custer, Logano, Bowman, Harvick, Haley, Stenhouse, Chastain, Cindric also above the cut line. Reddick right now tied for Eric Jones for the last spot in over the playoffs. And Chase Briscoe and Todd Gillen also out in that same tie. And JJ Yaley is -2 and 20th. So until our next episode, when we will be racing at Las Vegas for the Las Vegas race, I hope you all have a good one.